Welcome. In this video, you're about to learn some interesting things you may have never heard of before. So grab some tea, buckle up, and let's have a go. The popular musician David Bowie had two different colored eyes, a condition known as heterochromia. This was caused by a fight in his youth, which left one pupil permanently dilated. During the Victorian era, in the 19th century, women wore tightly laced corsets to achieve a slender hourglass figure. However, doing so often led to health issues like fainting spells, digestive problems, and even organ damage. The first commercial music compact disc pressed in the United States was Bruce Springsteen's Born in the USA in 1984. This marked the beginning of the CD era in music. Early fitness trackers like the Fitbit and others were inspired by pedometers, devices that date back to Leonardo da Vinci, who sketched an early version to measure Roman soldiers' steps. Martin Luther King Jr.'s iconic "I Have a Dream" speech was not initially intended to include the famous "I Have a Dream" refrain. He improvised it on the spot, inspired by gospel singer Mahalia Jackson's encouragement to tell them about the dream. The reason men's and women's shirts button on opposite sides is historical. For men, buttons were placed for ease of access to their right hand in combat or riding, while for women, it was to make it easier for maids to dress them. How about that?
You might be tempted to fact-check me on this one, but it's true. Broccoli contains more protein than steak. All right, let me be clear. Broccoli has more protein per calorie than steak, but steak has more protein per serving. A cup of broccoli has 2.5 grams of protein, and 33% of its calories come from protein. However, and this is key, you need to eat more than 8 cups of broccoli to get the same amount of protein as a 3-ounce serving of steak, which contains around 21 grams of protein. Hope you didn't have to break out your calculators for that one. Right then, next. The former Holy Roman Emperor Charlemagne is considered the father of Europe because he successfully united most of Western Europe under his rule, creating a vast empire that spanned across what is now modern-day France, Germany, and parts of Italy, effectively bringing a sense of political unity to the region after the fall of the Western Roman Empire. This feat cemented his legacy as a key figure in European history. The word muscle comes from the Latin term musculus, or little mouse. The ancient Romans believed that the shape and movement of some muscles, especially the biceps, looked like mice running under the skin. If you're a woman and don't like mice but love firm muscles, perhaps this can give you some new perspective. Or maybe not. The southern Italian town of Alberobello is known for its unique trulli houses, beehive-shaped structures which folklore suggests were built to avoid paying taxes by being easily dismantled. The dwellings are remarkable examples of drywall or mortarless construction, a prehistoric building technique still in use in this region. The first computer mouse, invented by Douglas Engelbart in 1964, was made of wood and had a rectangular shape, essentially resembling a small wooden block with wheels inside to detect movement when pushed across a surface. Wicked clever for the time, I'm sure. All right, you sci-fi anoraks, how about this one? Did you know that the iconic Star Wars lightsaber sound effect was created by combining the sound of a film projector's motor with a 1970s tube television? The film's sound designer Ben Burt recorded the hum of an old projector's interlock motor. He also accidentally discovered the buzzing sound by walking by a television with a live microphone. With the sounds combined, he swung it around to mimic the movement of lightsabers in a duel.
Want to visit Mawsyn Ram, India? You'd better take an umbrella, maybe two. It's known as the wettest place on Earth. The village in the northeastern part of the country receives 468 inches of rain each year, on average. As the saying goes, no news is good news. On April 18, 1930, the BBC reported that there was no news to broadcast, so instead, they played recorded piano music for the entire segment. How about that? When helium is cooled to almost absolute zero, the lowest temperature possible, it becomes a miraculous anti-gravity liquid. It will quite literally flow against gravity and travel up and over the lip of a glass container. The city of Damascus in Syria, not Jerusalem, Athens or Rome, is the oldest and continuously inhabited city in the world, since around 8000 BC. Tsutomu Yamaguchi was in Hiroshima, Japan, when the first atomic bomb was dropped. Coincidentally, he traveled to his home in Nagasaki the day before the second bomb was dropped. Miraculously, he survived both and lived to the age of 93. You'd better get your sleep. It's been confirmed that many of history's greatest disasters, including Chernobyl, 3 Mile Island, the Challenger explosion in 1986, and the Exxon Valdez oil spill, were most likely caused by, yes, lack of sleep. Did you fancy that? I know that we liked putting it together for you. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.